T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ignition.
I'm Tracy.
And I'm Christian.
And we are Tumbleweed RvLife.
There, can you hear us now?
Oh, that's better.
You probably hear us now. Is that good?
There's a lot of dots there.
Yeah. Okay, so give us a 1 if you can hear us. You can do it. You can do it. I had the wrong settings. See, it's been that long. There we go.
Perfect.
Thank you. Sorry, it was on the laptop and the lid is closed, so it's probably like sounds like
A little muffled.
yeah.
I just basically just said that we just cracked our Topo Chicos a little early. These are the ones from the States. They're blueberry. I can't seem to find them here in Canada, so
They're phasing in and out.
yeah, they're in.
There you go. There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, they gotta be close to.
Reiki.
Yeah. So yeah, so how is everybody? So where is everybody? Ivan, are you in Saskatchewan?
Are you in Regina?
Are you in Regina? And Crystal, where are you? I saw you last night on some lives. I can't remember if it was Paula's or who else were we on?
We were on Gina's. We were on Paula's.
No, Gina was a video.
Gina was a video. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, Ron Darrell. We're on Ron Darrell's.
Yeah, Ron Darrell. I think I'm in Tennessee, so you were probably on Ron Darrell's is where I saw you.
Yeah.
And Tracy was kind of in and out.
Yeah, I was there too.
Yeah, so we decided, it's kind of that time. Usually September is when we kick off our new season. And we thought, well, not that we did much preparation, we just decided, should we go live?
Should we do it?
So we decided to go live, and then it says, well, usually we do all kinds of artwork and get things ready for the new season. Sunset Beach at Lake Diefenbaker. That's a nice place.
Nice, Ivan.
Yeah.
Man, we haven't been to the lake. We haven't the whole time you were home.
No, we've been busy. So
very busy, but you're gonna find out why.
Yeah, it was Ron Darrell. So I don't know if you guys saw the poll. We were asking, would you guys rather hear about what we did, where we left off and kind of get you caught up? Okay, so put a 2 in the chat for that. Or would you rather that we talk about our future plans? Put a 3.
No,
like, what's our future plans?
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, we're not telling future stuff yet. It's kind of sad and happy and whatever. So we're gonna go back first. I will tell you right now.
We're going back. We're going back. Okay. So So Ivan, did you follow us all the way to Starbase at one point? Because our last live was right after the I think launch number 3.
Yeah.
Starship number 3 launch. So I don't know where
Scrapping.
I don't know where you kind of lost us. So at what point did we just disappear? We just basically announced that
we disappeared.
We're leaving YouTube, and we weren't even sure if we
in
were
Texas. That's correct, Crystal. We were in Texas.
Yeah.
At Starbase, and I think that was our last video. Crystal, are you still doing keto or a carnivore? I think I was gonna ask you that last night, but I forgot.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think.
Oh yeah, like he doesn't know where he was after he saw us in the queue. Yeah, Quartzsite was pretty much for us Quartzsite, and then we went to
So did we do Quartzsite then Blythe or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we spent 2 weeks I think in Blythe at the BLM in Blythe, and then from there that's when we motored from there and we went all the way down to Southwest Texas, and we just kind of followed the border, the Mexican border, all the way down.
That was interesting.
That was a nice drive.
It was beautiful.
And then we ended up here. We ended up here at Starbase in Boca Chica, Texas.
Oh, she's doing low carb. Okay. Yeah, we're
so keto, kind of.
No, she was doing keto, and then I think she did carnivore, and now it's just basically low carb right now, she said. Yeah, well.
Yeah, we're kind of the same.
We're kind of the same now. Like we did keto for a while. I don't know about you, Crystal, but I really miss salads when I was doing
keto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much us too.
Pretty much.
I mean, Tracy will have bread. I've been trying to avoid bread.
I should avoid bread because it really makes
bread is not my friend.
Yeah.
So just to stay away the bread, the rice, the potatoes.
It doesn't do what it does to him though. It makes him bloated and stuff, and I can have bread, but mostly sourdough or
yeah, sourdough is usually pretty good.
Yeah.
But I found that that you want to hand me the energy?
Yeah.
The male energy. These are the ones I've been trying. Kind of this one.
I can't see it because you're way in the corner there, honey.
Okay, let's do this then. There. So been taking this kind of male energy supplement, and it doesn't agree with me. It gives me heartburn. It bloats me up. Yeah.
I bought a whole big bottle of it.
Yeah. So
it was working in the beginning, you said.
Oh, it works, but it upsets my stomach.
Oh, that's not good.
Something. It must feed a bug or something.
That's not good.
And it just goes nuts. It does give me energy, but yeah.
Yeah, Crystal, I missed the salads. I really missed having salads on carnivore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it bloats her too, eating bread.
Yeah. Oh, I just know, like all of a sudden it's like,
yeah,
my stomach gets twice as big. And it's like, but I love bread. But the problem is the GMO bread. Oh, did I say that out loud?
You did.
Is that
you might get dinged now?
Yeah, am I going to get fact checked?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with GMO wheat.
I don't know about anybody else, but since we come back now, he's been checking our videos and stuff, and we are getting fact checked like crazy.
No, not fact check. We're getting demonetized.
Demonetized, same thing.
For music that was free when we edited it in the software. So
yeah.
So we're not very happy with YouTube anymore.
Mm-mm.
But that's that. So hey. We'd be really upset if we were actually making money.
That's why we kind of laugh. We're like, yeah, whatever.
They want to demonetize us.
Wow, everybody's fact checking everybody, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Well, there's more people here. I just don't. There's 5 people in this live. So
6.
6.
There was 6. Yeah.
It just somebody popped in and popped out.
Popped in, popped out. It could be my sister because she can't. She couldn't find us on YouTube for a second there, right before we started.
Yeah, because I think she used to watch us on Facebook.
Facebook, yep.
Our Facebook page, and I lost the connection to the page, and I'm having a hard time figuring out. So we'll just do YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be sticking to Facebook instead of YouTube. Yeah. Well,
and then there's Rumble, right? Everybody's going to
Rumble. Yeah, and we're thinking of doing Rumble.
Like we have the account. There is a channel, Tumbleweed RvLife on Rumble.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know how active we're going to be.
Oh, hey Neil, and Jane.
Oh, look!
I knew you were there somewhere, Jane.
Yeah, creeping in the background.
In the background, like I was at Ron's. I was creeping in the background.
Hey Jane, did you answer the poll?
Somebody answered the poll
on the community tab. Because somebody did.
We honestly, it's kind of a joke because we honestly thought, well, yeah, we might get one person answer, but we might. Most of the time, we get like 1 or 2 people, but we don't count on it because we just don't seem to see it. Oh, you're on 2 now.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the YouTube chat, but
Jane, we had a poll, basically telling what the poll was about.
Well, the poll was just, what should we do? Should we look back where we left off and get you up to speed, or should we look at the future? And so the poll basically said we need to look back. So, so I guess nobody. Who knows who voted at the poll?
Yeah, and what was the vote for at the poll?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Let me.
I can't remember.
Well, we got 3 thumbs up.
Okay.
Somebody forgot the thumbs up when they came in.
Oh.
So how's it going, Neil? Are you staying close to home? Any road trips lately?
Nice.
Anything is good. Yeah, there you go. So that's that. I can.
Yeah, you should go off because we seem to have did a little swirly there.
Oh, did we?
Yep.
Okay, so I will close that one off. There we go. And we don't need that.
Here we go.
And then
now he's got all the checklist over here. You can't see it, but it's behind the scenes.
There we go. So where we left off was after the integrated flight test. So IFT 3 for Starship, and now they've had 4, and they're about to do 5 any week now. They figure by the end of September, early October, number 5 is going to be launched, and this time they're going to look at actually trying to catch the booster in the chopstick arms on that tower behind me.
Behind his head there.
So that would be exciting. That's coming up in the next few weeks. So that's where we left you. We kind of did the launch and we did a live, and then the next morning they opened the road and we went past the site, the actual launch site. So we drove there because Tracy hadn't seen it.
No.
I was at a site that was like a couple of miles from the launch tower, but Tracy hadn't seen it, so we drove over there.
I stayed at the Rocket Ranch and I pretty much saw it and heard it from there. I didn't have to go with him to site, but I mean he felt it and heard it and saw it a lot better than I did. But it was still cool because I was all by myself and I sat on the deck of the Rio Grande, right on the river. There's a little deck there, and I sat there and I saw the rocket take off.
Oh, so Neil's having copyright issues also. Yeah, we got 2 this week. And I just finally dug into one, and the long live clip, of all our drone footage that I used to use last winter when we started our lives, it was like 2.5 minutes long. Well, the music that I used to that suddenly is copyright. And so they copyright one of the lives. So I can see that all of a sudden all our lives from last winter are going to get copyright.
Yep.
And
the same music.
And why should somebody else get the revenue? Like, that's BS. It was free when we edited the video. It was, it was free music. And the fact that maybe Filmora changed, like they're not free on Filmora anymore, it should be grandfathered from the time of upload. So I contested this last one, and we'll see.
Oh, there's my Canna Nana.
Oh, look at
Well,
that.
hello. I don't think I've seen you before.
No.
You're new?
My Canna Nana?
New
To us?
new to us.
And
Justin,
Justin and Christina.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Justin and Christina.
How's it going?
Oh, hey, Paula. How's it going, Paula?
Paula.
That was creepy. That AI thing.
Yeah,
that was really creepy.
Yeah, but I still like AI. I got work.
He likes it. I don't.
I got work to change from Dropbox to OneDrive so that we could run Copilot right in the 365 suite, right within Office and Excel and all that.
Yeah.
Just because I have written a prompt generator and it produces the most incredible emails, like to prospective clients.
Right.
It's just, I really like for what it does. Or you write something, you tell it improve the writing, it's just incredible what AI can do. I even use it on LinkedIn to improve my profile. So that part I like, but the fake stuff, like the deep fake stuff,
yeah,
I'm not too keen on that.
No.
I really don't like that. You can tell, on Instagram if when you get an ad and it's supposedly Elon Musk selling something.
Yeah.
It's just, you can tell
the
it's
voice.
fake. Yeah, it doesn't match.
It doesn't match the picture doesn't match the voice, and you can tell. Yeah. It's very creepy though still.
So welcome. And congratulations. I know we probably already told you, but is the honeymoon period done, or are you guys going to go on a second honeymoon?
Wow.
That'd be awesome. So any plans, Paula, you and Nate, going on some trips here this winter?
We've been out of the loop. We haven't watched too many videos. I think Paula's video live last night was first in a long time. So
yeah, me too. Every so often, I just 30 seconds to go on Mr. Pirate.
Jack.
Yeah, Captain Jack. I check in on Captain Jack. 30 seconds on that time. I gotta go.
Ron Darrow. We check in on Ron because.
But we've just been so busy. So let's get going. So what we'll do then is thank you everyone for being here. It's awesome to see you again.
Yeah.
See you again, and we'll get you caught up. So this, let me check the date stamp on this. So this was March 16th when we were down at Boca Chica at Starbase. And so this was the next day. So then we went to the end of the road, parked the camper.
This is on the beach.
You can kind of see a vehicle right here. And so we parked the camper just behind the sand dune, and then we went for a walk on the beach, and seeing if we could find any like tiles or any debris from the launch, because that, I guess, is a thing.
It is a thing.
And so it was a nice morning, but we also felt fancy.
It was chilly.
It was chilly. It was misty. It was humid.
Yeah.
And we were anxious to kind of get going, but it was a nice. I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes on the beach, because we had miles to do that day. We had to go.
We had to hurry.
And we had a great time that morning. I'm just going to kind of quickly blast through these.
Oh, the
pelicans.
The pelicans. That was so cool. They just flew in formation right there. That was neat.
Back and forth.
That was a good catch. That was so cool. Jeez, I forgot about that already. That's neat.
And that was our trip. Let me see if I can blow this up. So see, we had 4 hours of driving that day. And I think we were going to a winery or something that day.
Something.
We were doing a harvest toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing this winery.
Yeah.
And
that wasn't only wine though. They had great food there.
Oh yeah.
It was great food.
So we parked there and we started the generator because it was still hot. It was still
chickens.
It's still part of South Texas, and it was hot and humid. Yeah. And so they parked in the parking lot. So we're open, and there's the restaurant kind of tasting room, and you can bring your tasting outside too.
Oh, Justin and Christina are going to Florida this winter. They're in Ontario, of course, but they're going to Florida this winter. Oh, camp maintenance guy. What? Yeah, they're in yeah, they're in Ontario right now, but they're gonna go to Florida.
So we'll try to keep.
Cool.
Okay, so why
are you getting notifications from
work?
work?
It's after 5. Work should be done.
Work should be done. There should be no notifications.
So cat maintenance guy, is that no, that's not Michigan, is it?
Yes, isn't it? No.
I can't remember.
We met
Cat maintenance. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
You didn't see him?
No, I didn't.
I didn't see him coming. You snuck in there. Oh, I gotta pop away for a sec. I'm sorry.
Well, welcome. Hey, how's it going? It's been a while. It's been 6 months, almost to the date. So yeah, and we'll get you all caught up. There's a lot of things that happened since we've been home, but we'll just kind of quickly go through the media reel. And so this winery was, the wine was, delicious. We're not usually a big fan of white wines, but their white was incredible. It was delicious, and they had a great kind of mixed plate here to go with it. And wow, why are we calling work? You're gonna have to wait, work. So something's going on. Yeah, something's going on. I don't know. But it was a beautiful winery. And then we ended up with Ron Darrell. So this was Ron Darrell's place near. And
then of course that was Rocky, beautiful Rocky. We really miss him. Oh, there's Ron.
Ron and Pepita.
Pepita sure loved Ron, as you can see. It was so cute. Oh, we gotta take a snap of that and send that to Ron. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he will get a kick out of that.
Oh, Jen up north.
What?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey Jen, how you doing?
Hello from
Ontario. Oh, everybody's in Ontario. What is happening right now?
Hey, I guess my friend in Montreal has been experiencing really cool weather, like lot cooler than normal, and we've actually had quite a long stretch of heat. The heat just finally broke here this week.
Cat maintenance guy, I'm sorry, it's Kevin, right? Isn't it Kevin?
Or are you thinking?
Am I getting the name wrong here? Sorry, it has been so long since I've been on a live, and I can't remember people's names. I am really sorry. Jen.
So everybody say hi to Jan.
Everybody say hi to Jan. Yeah, we're in Montreal.
We were in Montreal last week. Oh, cool.
Was it hot?
Where do you stay in Montreal? Because that was an issue for us when we went, and we ended up staying just off island in a little park in just west of the island. Just as soon as you get off the island, then there's the no visitor parking ban.
Yeah.
is that falls off, and you can park basically anywhere. But anywhere on the island of Montreal, you cannot overnight park anywhere.
You must have stayed with friends and family or something, because there was literally no place to stay. We even went to a church and asked if we could stay in the parking lot, and they said no.
Yeah, because of insurance reasons, liability reasons, they said no. And I thought churches were like safe havens,
Oh, hey, yeah, Lloyd. Oh my gosh, Lloyd. We still have the picture of Lloyd. Oh, the girls.
Lloyd?
Yeah, remember Lloyd? Jen's dog, Lloyd.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Lloyd was the cat's meow. Lloyd was the girls were fighting over Lloyd for being boyfriend. Remember?
Right.
Yeah. I was there a few weeks ago. It was difficult, even in my car. Yeah, I betcha.
Yeah.
I betcha.
Yeah, Montreal's tough. Like, I'm from Montreal, and when I used to work out of Sarnia, and I'd go to Montreal because I used to sell in the refineries and stuff, I knew that I had to go to like any of the city halls, like any of the towns I was staying in, any of the cities, like Dollard or Pierrefonds or whatever, and then you can get an overnight parking pass, permit while you're there. But I think it's frowned upon to actually sleep on the streets.
Yeah. And if you're even like for Jen, she's in a car, so it's kind of inconspicuous, but yet yeah, you'd have to still be careful when you're crawling into bed at night and stuff. So I would imagine.
Yeah, so we stopped and
Lloyd
spent a
is
few
like,
days with Ron, right? It was like
yes, we
like
almost
5 days. Like
yeah, it was at least 5.
5 days.
Yeah.
Because I had work to do. I had
Yeah.
to catch up on some work.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Starlink thing kind of
Christian.
took some work time. And then we kept going north
Mm-hmm.
and stopped at Tracy's.
My niece Cindy and her hubby Jim, they have a place in Texas.
Just outside west of Dallas.
Dallas, yeah. Yeah. They actually just bought this property. And they're, look at us, we're doing tree work. all the trees by the pond there. My niece Cindy, she was working hard to get it all cleared away, and yeah, it was quite the time. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we had to stop.
We had to stop for ice cream apparently.
Yeah, before we hit this Boondockers Welcome.
Yeah. That was neat too.
Yeah, they did boarding, like they boarded dogs and horses.
At this Boondockers Welcome.
Yeah.
They had horses in the back. Oh yeah, that was her car. It used to be a pet. Oh yeah, it was a pet taxi. Remember, she used to pick up.
Yeah, she used to pick up for the dog. The
grooming. Yeah.
The boarding.
Boarding and the grooming. She did that too.
Yeah.
And then the girls just chilling. They're thinking about Lloyd.
And
they call her pole saw Tracy.
So
oh yeah.
So as we're going north, there's actually snow on the ground, and I called ahead to Ford dealer, asked them if they had a high enough bay to do an oil change. They said they did.
Oh, it's Sandy. I'm sorry. It's Sandy. It's not. It's she logged into the other one. That's who Camp Maintenance guy is. It's not him. It's Sandy.
It's Sandy. Okay, gotcha. So where RV staying or something like that out of Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, we met them at Michigan meetup. Are you guys are there next week? The next weekend is the Michigan meetup, isn't it?
Yeah. When's M24?
Yeah, it's next weekend.
Next week?
Yep. Next weekend.
Cool. Okay, so we definitely stay in NDG or Ashlag as one of. We have a B plus RV. Yeah, so you can stealth a little bit, eh?
Yes.
So we have 3 slides which we must open to get in.
You have to. Yeah, and especially to use the washroom, it's on his side, so we have to have that open.
Yeah, on the driver's side, so not
on the driver's side.
Not very yeah.
Yeah, Troy is next weekend. Yeah. Troy next weekend. Yeah. Okay, I thought so. Oh, it's Troy. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, Sandy. I swear.
We've been out of it.
I am just out of it. I can't remember anybody's names. I feel so bad about that. But
and the camper's not here, and I dumped everything on external hard drives. And those hard drives are with the camper, and the camper's not here.
Yeah. So all my cheat sheets are in the camper.
Yeah. So we tried to get this oil change done, and so the guy drives it in. He goes kind of around the building because he was going through the high bay, and we hear crunch, crack, boom.
It was loud. I heard it in the waiting area.
Yeah. So I run outside, and then
that happened.
I tell him to stop because he was backing up and taking another run at it. So this lid here was already, see the duct tape behind there?
Yeah, it was already
this lid was already falling apart, and now they wrecked the vent cover.
The protection, the extra protection was gone now too.
So they sent us to they had a sister RV company, and they sent us to that company, and they replaced it for us. And while we were there, we had some maintenance work done on Tristan, so it wasn't all lost. But we were down a couple of hours waiting there for them to do that work.
The girls are still waiting for Lloyd.
and also they winterized our camper because the next day we were driving into like 0 to -15 weather, So there's no way we could keep water on board. So
No.
they winterize for us. And so then we got home.
And that's what we saw.
And that's what we came home to.
Yuck.
So as you can see, we're not even offloaded yet. We just came home and we just put the jacks down, went to sleep, woke up the next morning, and this is what we woke up to.
Yeah.
We got in just before the snow, and but it was cold.
Oh my gosh.
Even
yeah.
sleeping in the camper, even when we have electric,
yeah.
we were running electric heaters and the furnace, just trying. And you know, triple slides don't exactly stay warm.
No.
There's lots of air leaks, and yeah, they say 4-season, but they don't include Canada.
That's not 4-season Canada.
And of course we got home, and then we was it May 1st, Milky Way opened?
Oh yeah.
It's our ice cream shop here.
Oh, there's Lloyd. Lloyd's in the house. Adventure with Lloyd the dog.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, Lloyd.
Look at that.
There's Lloyd. Everybody see his little picture there?
There you go.
He's got his bow tie on. I can't really tell. It's very small. But oh yeah, what a cute dog. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that ice cream is delicious. You can take that off the picture right now because I have been craving ice cream and I've been so good.
So I forgot to take the picture before we left, the RV site when we were still on the way up. But when we got home, I took a picture, and this is the vent cover after they replaced it. Somebody noticed our cell booster's missing an antenna.
It's gone.
Just can't seem to keep those. But it still works though.
It still works, even though it's only a little wire. This little wire hanging on.
So we got home, and then we started looking at this, and it's like we got really tired of looking at this from our neighbor.
Yeah.
Especially after there used to be all these kind of bushes here.
Yeah.
That would hide all this, kind of most of this.
Yeah, but I started pruning.
But it was like 4 feet away from the fence, so we were losing all this space.
Yeah.
So we decided, hey, let's fix the patio a bit, because you can see there's some patio stones lifting here. And just
because of the tree.
Yeah, there was a tree here we had cut down, and they cut it down just before we got home. So the ground was still frozen. But it looked like heck. It looked very ghetto. So here let me zoom this in. So we've got our neighbor here that has these panels leaning on our chain link fence, which is only like 4 foot high. And then here you can see that the tree, look at what it did. It's like it lifted. Everything got lifted here. We were having foundation problems, so
yeah,
we weren't sure if it was the tree or not. And wait till you see the next few pictures. The roots were incredibly big. So this was before they did the stump grinding.
We took some of we took some of the stones out there.
Yeah, so we started peeling back the stones here and trying to figure out what we're going to do, to what extent. We just knew we were going to do something, but so we just started. We know we had to burn some wood because it was taking space. Mm-hmm. Because we played a big game of Tetris, with where to put stuff in the backyard to open up a work area for the new patio. So we started lifting some stones and stacking them over here.
As you can tell, with the way the stones are stacked, you can tell that this guy here used to do that for a living when he was younger and in school.
So these are the original stones, and I was only going to lift, and this is after a hard day's work. It's like, I mean, Tracy,
the girls were tired. I was tired,
and we weren't in very good shape by the time we got home.
Oh gosh, no.
Because I could only work an hour or two, and I was pooped out, and then I couldn't work for 3 more days after that. Yeah. I had to recuperate. But the more we worked, though, the better shape we got in, and by the time we really got into it. So here,
that's the side of the house.
The side of the house. This was wasted space because there was kind of a gate back here, and this was really unused space on this side of the house, and all it did is grow weeds. So we figured, hey, let's bring that into the new mix. So, and then this is between the fence and behind the sheds, goes all the way to the to the alley where the garage is, all the way over there.
But it stopped at this point in the build. It stopped at the garage. It didn't go all the way to the street.
Yeah, there was kind of a separation here. So then we started looking at some electrical upgrades. So this is the pictures I sent the electrician to show him that we had lots of room in the panel. And this is where this desk is right now. So this is where kind of Tracy moved in. I stayed in, like, during the day. She would watch her videos here, and I would work in the camper during the day. But we still ate and slept at night in the camper, in the RV. This is, again, before. So this is the meter. I just wanted to show the electrician, because we had a 30 amp RV service installed here instead of plugging in at the garage in an old, very old 15 amp. So we decided, well, we did the panel upgrade a couple of years ago, so why not, right? We have
the room. We have room for it.
So this was the after they ground the stump of that tree. We started leveling out for the patio, and then we hit the stump. Like, but look how big it is. Sorry, we hit the root. That's the root.
That's the root.
So the guys had to come back with the grinder and grind all these roots.
Look at all of them.
Look at these roots.
Like,
they're huge.
Ridiculous.
So they came back and they chased these.
We did not know them that they were that big until we started digging.
And this one was going in the direction where we were having foundation problems.
Yep.
So it was probably a good thing we finally did commit to getting rid of that tree. You know, love trees, but it was just damaging the house.
Yeah.
So you can see half the patio is kind of gone now, and it only went to here.
Yeah, that was where the patio stones ended.
So if you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stones this way, and really weird pattern here. So we weren't sure. We had somebody come in and quote. Look, there's some white stuff.
And then you see the white stuff.
We had somebody come in and quote in to relay this patio and get new stones to relay it down.
Yeah.
Like all the broken ones and expand it. And they wanted so much money.
Oh, it was incredible how much money they wanted.
So
then Papa says, well, you know, I did this before, so we should be able to do it ourselves.
So this is, again, that side of the house that we weren't using.
Yeah,
so
wasted space.
We took this fence out, and it just would fall off here. So you'll see that we leveled this out fairly level, and now we've got useful storage there. And of course, we had to take a quick trip. We had to go somewhere, so we reloaded the camper. And
while we were gone,
then we just said, the heck with it. We're putting in a fence. Tired of seeing that junkyard next door.
Yep.
And so we put up a privacy 6-foot fence. So while we left, just before we left, this is how far they got on the fence on that side.
Yeah, so we had the fence go all the way to the end. So we have a little bit of extra space in there now.
On the side of the garage.
Yeah, on the side of the garage, instead of it would be all for the neighbor, and the neighbor filled it up like with junk, and he would lean it up against our garage. So we put the fence in there to stop that from happening anymore.
And we had wood to burn.
And then we had a big fire.
Yeah, we had wood to burn. So we had a classic Chris fire. Oh yeah, we went to Red Deer.
Yeah, we did go to Red Deer. That was the start of our trip.
Didn't I leave you there and I had to go on a job?
You did. You had to go on a job.
Yeah, I had to go to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I left Tracy with her sister in Red Deer.
Yeah. So.
And then of course I stopped at the.
He got cinnamon buns. I did not.
Crooked Creek store. And this is when.
That was when they.
What did they do?
Electrician came in.
No, it's the gas guys.
The gas guys. Yeah. Somebody came in there and they broke the little knob off.
The gas fitters, plumbers came in. And you'll see we ran a new gas service outside. And then we came back from Alberta, and then we rented a trailer and we helped our son move some furniture, like from
up north somewhere,
like 2 hours north. We had to go get it.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you found me in Red Deer, Jane. Oh, yeah, they were missing icing.
Well,
exactly.
They were sweet enough.
Mm-hmm.
They were sweet enough.
but I didn't get any, so I don't know.
So then in front of our house, in situ form, did some sewer work one day, closed the street.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of things. You could see the steam coming up here.
A lot of stuff going on.
Like they steamed the lines. And then,
oh yeah.
And then, like most places, animals seem to adopt us.
They do. We had a lot of cats.
So this is mama cat and one of the babies.
Yeah. And that baby is from this last year's litter. But that white one was the daddy. And I think it was not only the daddy, but I think it was maybe a child, one of her children. It's just gross, but that's just the way animals are. But she had 3 litters prior to this last litter, because we had all the cats in the yard. We had her first litter cats, second litter, and then this one, the little babies.
So then the neighbor saw that we were putting in a fence on the other side, right? On the other side over here. So he says, hey, do you want to do this side? I'll share the cost with you. Yeah. And we said, yeah, let's do that.
We weren't going to do that this year. We were only going to do the one side just so we couldn't see the stuff in his yard anymore.
Yeah, and we didn't even take out the old fence.
We didn't even take out the old fence.
We just built a new one right next to the old one.
Because he kept leaning stuff against that fence, and that fence was leaning more and more on our side for, like, that's why we had to do something. But anyway, so since the other neighbor on the north side or the south side agreed, we thought, well, why not? And even the fence guy said, you know what? He says, you probably should think about doing it this year, because next year wood's going to be more money. And that's what pretty much got us to say, oh, heck with it. Let's do it now.
So we doubled up the window wells so that we can come up. And there was quite a gap here that it settled, below the step below the door. And there was a big low spot, a big bowl in the back here. So here, we got our first load of slag, or it's kind of like a gravel, and we started filling. So we started doing the side, and we're coming through the back, and it was a good 4-6 inches that we had to fill in, that we had to raise again.
And that's a lot of slag to be bringing into the yard. Thank goodness we have a good wheelbarrow.
So yeah, so here there's a, we didn't think we'd be able to do this ourselves, but we do it down in Mexico, so why not? We took our time.
Yeah, we had a lot of cats, and yes, Jane, and birds. We still have lots of birds. We still have lots of birds, but thank goodness the cats are all gone to Humane Society.
So there you go. And then there was some lines. So what we did is the plumbers right here. Let me zoom in. So there was an old gas service that came out here and went to the garage, and they took it out, so it made a hole. So I was able to feed an extension and our Starlink cable. And so now our Starlink sits right here in the window. Hang on. Whoop.
You went too far. Papa.
No, it clicked to the previous one.
Oh.
So right here. So that is our Starlink right there. And we put the receiver, or whatever, the antenna
on the garage, or on the shed,
on the shed roof. So we got a separate cable for that 150-foot cable.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be kind of a permanent fixture. When we come home, we can take it off the camper. So I used a couple of old fence pipes, if you want, for leveling. And I got a big screeding rake.
It was from the chain link, I think. That was from the chain link.
From the chain link fence, from the old one. And they all kind of connected together, so I could make some nice long runs. And that really made it much easier and faster to do the leveling. So here, now you see the gate used to be back here.
Yeah.
And so now we moved our gates all the way to the front of the house.
We definitely increased the backyard capacity of holding stuff, and to have places to hide our, to put things. We didn't have enough room to put things like the chairs and shovels and
now you can see it's a lot more level here now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more level, and right up to the door, there used to be a big gap there, and just and this is where the root was.
Yeah,
was running right here.
Yeah,
And so we filled it with the kind of the chunky stuff to kind of make a French drain for drainage. And this is still just rough, as in the rough level. So you see a lot of the patio stones are gone now. We just have a little bit left. And we're still leveling.
And another fire.
Another fire, because the wood was in the way.
Oh, goodness.
So, you know, we started filling and putting stones down. And thank God for my son-in-law, Victor,
Yeah.
came to help, and he was a big help. You know,
Mama couldn't do it anymore. The stones are too heavy.
yeah. And we started using the dolly. That was the big thing.
Oh, yes.
Putting 1-2 stones at a
Yes.
time and moving them around with the dolly made all the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And we got into a routine. So there you go. That's pretty much the same pattern we had before. And but we kind of changed, and this goes towards the front. And that where it ends there. And now we can see we got the first 2 courses, and we got a place to sit down again. And
that's how the stones came in the back of the truck on a pallet.
So we ran out. Like we recycled all of the good stones,
Mm-hmm.
the newer stones from the last, because we did this patio in 10 years ago. But we recycled a lot of the old ones, and a lot of the stones were broken too. So that was the first pallet, first of 3. And as you can see, that kind of filled up that part. I think that was, to get here, I think we needed 2 more pallets. So that was...
We needed some more slag too.
That's 50 stones.
Yeah.
And a second load of slag.
Yeah.
And it's starting to look pretty good. This is... before it stopped at this stone right here.
Yeah.
And we went a little further this time.
Yeah.
With patio.
I wanted to go the whole way, but Papa said no.
and it used to stop here also. The bushes were here.
Yeah.
So now we're going right to the fence.
Yeah, see, we even gained like that much more area because of the trees being gone.
Yeah.
So that made a difference. I think it made a big difference.
So yeah, so we're getting all this now, and it really increased kind of our area. And of course, you know, slowly working our way towards the garage here. And you know, it was just a little bit of progress every week. And Tetris, like, where do we put stuff?
Yeah, everything was moved like to here, then that's in the way now, so we got to move it over here. And it's like it is what it is. You have to do it. So
I use these smaller blocks here, and I just filled in here at the end, try to get as much of the space as possible to the fence. And see by the air conditioner here, you'll see that that's going to look different here in a few. So we did not throw out any of the used stones that were still intact, even the ones that were like 30 years old that had rebar in them. They were so strong.
Yeah.
So we'll just keep going. So wasn't quite sure how I was going to kind of work my way to the garage here, but I came up with this kind of funky pattern.
Yeah, almost like a herringbone with the smaller stones on the side there. I think you did an awesome job. And then even some bricks, a couple of bricks on either side there, just to
kind of fill in the pattern.
Yeah, it's pretty ingenious.
Try it, and that's from the other side. So here it kind of comes out pretty level, and then it goes downhill towards the garage here.
Yeah.
So that's how they did our gate. That's the hardware they gave us when they did the big gate for the driveway.
Anybody see the issues here?
That's outside.
I'll give you a few minutes. That's outside. Okay, so that one lock would go over to the other side, and you'd put a lock on it. Anybody, can you tell me what the issue is here that I had when I saw that?
So when you swing this out of the way, you can see it a little bit here.
You're exposing the screws. So how hard would it have been for them just to take the screws out and get into the back gate?
And just open the gate. So yeah,
I was like, I'm shaking my head thinking,
I switched that around.
Who exactly? Who put this together? Because that's not very.
But that was the solution, which I wasn't very happy with.
No.
Put holes in the fence, and then So this is how we did it before with the chain link fence.
Yeah.
We just put a chain and then we chain it from either side. As you can see, there's no locking hardware from the inside, and there was really nothing to support these doors. See, there's no pins or anything.
Nothing.
And they didn't align right because the wood was already warping. So then we had to load again and take another trip. And as you can see now, the patio's all in, and it was time to go. The fence, the gate, everything's in. But we had to go. We have to do another trip. And I just took another kind of set of pictures. See, I recycled these old 12 by 12s.
Yeah.
So we used everything.
Except,
And most of these too. See, there's these old stones right here.
Uh-huh.
See how
they're really broken and
they're
stuff.
broken up.
Yeah.
But we used them.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't throw anything out. So that's the barbecue's back in place, like the barbecue area.
We moved everything back, yeah.
And we gained so much space there because we can now back all the way to the fence.
Yeah. I couldn't believe how much space we lost because of the trees. It's crazy.
But you remember this window well? You know, was
how high it looked?
Yeah. It was a good, 12 inches high, and now you're only seeing about 4 inches.
Yeah.
So we really raised that, and try to get the drainage away from the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tracy's little area, and she's got her gecko.
My little gecko.
And then and then the start of her fairy garden.
There's kind
of reestablished
my angel garden for my granddaughters.
We ended up putting river rock in here.
And of course Wyatt and Sawyer.
So we ended up finishing this with river rock to make it look a little prettier. But I don't think I have pictures of that. So there you go. There's that air conditioner again. So we put all the old patio stones in here, and we put our water tank kind of on the side of the house, which it used to be in the backyard next to the barbecue, and it was taking space, and it was ugly.
We never used it. We literally never used it. We had to clean the inside out just because.
Yeah, we hadn't used it in few years.
Yeah.
So now we've got stored water. And now you can see no patio stones here yet, but it's filled. The slag has been filled in. And of course, this is where the ladders are now.
That's right.
In the way.
That's right. But that was a good spot for them. Yeah.
And then we went on a trip, and I forget where this was.
Empress.
Oh, Empress. Hey, Jane?
To Jane's.
There's Jane's house.
We went to Jane and Richard's.
There you go.
In Alberta.
And look, it was smoky. Forest fires.
It was very smoky.
And so we went to Jane and Richard's, and then we went to visit Kent and Lisa, Living Light RV, for I think 1 or 2 nights.
2 nights.
2 nights. So we went to. Do you remember Junction? What is it called?
Aspen Crossing.
Aspen Crossing. There you go. That's awesome.
Oh, that's good.
There's Victor. Yes, thank you, Victor.
Victor was
for whom it would not all get done. It wouldn't be done by now.
Nope. All my water. Oh, our place is a dump. Oh.
No. You got everything that you need. You got everything. Exactly. Your preps are so much more advanced than ours.
Way advanced.
And then this is Kent and Lisa's.
Oh, their new pup. Well,
their new puppy.
Their new puppy.
Just turned a year old.
Aw. What an adorable little guy.
Yeah.
Oh, where were we?
Gotta go, but great job. Okay, Justin and Christina. Catch you on the next one.
Yes. You guys take care, and you have fun in Florida.
You bet. And so then we ended up Dim Sum Delight.
Dim Sum.
Dim Sum Delight in Edmonton.
Every time we go to Edmonton, we have to have this. This is our
And there we go.
Oh.
There we go. On the way back from Edmonton.
Guess what we did?
We picked up a fur ball.
Guess what we did?
Not yet. Wait.
Oh.
Let's at least. So this is at 8 weeks old.
That's 8 weeks old, yeah.
And she's just cute as a button. And
you can kind of see her eyes.
One of the rare pictures that you can see her eyes.
You can see her eyes, yeah.
And
she needs a haircut so bad.
And this is where we picked her up.
At St. Walburg.
And let me get all the... And PETA was okay with her, but
Maggie
in the back wanted nothing to do with her.
No. Oh, Maggie's crying.
And that's her on the way home. And she was perfect. Like,
I gotta let them out to go pee. Sorry.
Yeah, and see, we let them out like not even an hour ago, just before the live. So I don't know. Every time we go live, it seems. So this is the baby sleeping on her back. And who wants to see a live view? Oh, they're going outside, so they'll be back. So we found a place to get hardwares, and what was really hard to find was the wheels for the gates. So we found that. Actually, Tracy found that on Facebook Marketplace. So we got spring-loaded wheels. Oh, here we go. Do you want the live introduction? There we
Dun,
go.
dun, dun, dun. Hello, everybody.
She's a lot bigger now. You got to keep it closer to your body.
She's a lot bigger. A lot bigger now. But she still looks like a cotton ball, according to Jane.
And she's quite lanky.
Yeah.
She's all legs.
Look how long her legs are now. She's got long legs. But yeah, she her name is Abigail. I don't know if you
No,
can
you
see,
can't.
you cannot see her face. Here.
I'd have to turn off the background.
You can see her face there. Now you can kind of see her eyeballs. There, now you can. She wanted to go out with the girls.
All right, Ivan, sounds good. Thanks for staying on.
Cotton Ginny.
Cotton Jenny, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're I got supper in our oven right now.
So we're almost done the media. So I'm just going to share again. So look here. This is the way the hardware is supposed to be.
It's supposed to be, and now it is now.
So that when you close the latch, it covers the screws, right?
Like I said, I don't know. I feel bad, but it was definitely a young kid that I saw.
So then we use the old patio stones here to make a base for the garbage cans.
Which is what I wanted a long time ago. So I'm so happy that that's done now.
You know, we piled all the wood. The wood was all piled by the shed. Now it's got its own spot and it's all organized.
And it's on some patio stones too, because we had lots of extras.
Yeah, pieces, like broken pieces.
Yeah.
So we used a lot of the broken pieces to create a base for the firewood. And what else? Like, you know,
hey, we were having a barbecue there.
Yeah, I think so. And just kind of looking back, you know, this is probably the view that you're used to, but now it's got a different fence. And you'll notice that there's lights here too. So our Costco lights that were in the gazebo frame are now strung along the fence, now that we have something that we can attach to.
Oh.
And we put lots of solar lights over here on the fence, and oh, see, they're not installed yet in the gazebo.
No, they're not. And of course, you can see our color scheme is going to always be my color green and his purple. And there's our sign from Baja.
From Baja.
From the actual ranch.
And see, now there's patio stones all the way behind the sheds.
Yeah.
All the way kind of back here. So it was more like, well, we have them, let's just put them down. So there's the lights, those Costco lights.
And my little gecko.
Little gecko. And I'm just doing inventory again. So now our fire pit area is reestablished, and our living area is reestablished, and our dining area is reestablished, and our barbecue area.
You didn't take a picture of the new one, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. So
there's my start on my fairy garden, or
well, that's the old barbecue. These are just done all at different days, at different progress. So now the hardware has been installed. So now we have spring-loaded wheels to support the doors. We have the pegs to lock the doors in place so they line up, and we have 2 lock latches to keep both doors kind of lined up and locked. We installed a whole bunch of Wi-Fi cameras that are solar driven, so they were really easy to install. Yeah. And this is where the baby sleeps when I'm working in the camper. So that's a box with a mat on it, rug.
Literally right by his feet.
She sleeps by my feet, and it's so good, you know, that, and she's fine. It's like my feet became her best friends, you know. If my feet moved, she moved, you know.
Yeah. Then she woke up.
If she woke up and they weren't
there. Are we moving?
After a haircut. We don't know what this bug was, but it looked nasty.
Oh, it was nasty. I don't know what that is. Anybody?
Anybody know?
Anybody?
Anybody know what that is?
Put it in the comments. Anybody know? But it looked nasty. It did not look like something I wanna mess with.
And then we picked up a generator. Remember the gas fitters, the plumbers were here. So there's the solar lights now. So these are solar panels. There's 2 run of these. There's 2 panels like this. Everything's solar except for the Costco lights on the other fence. So we don't really spend anything on power. So testing. So I've got a tri-fuel generator. Testing it with propane. A wasp eater. Is that what it's called?
Oh, really? Do they literally eat wasps? That's cool if it is, because honestly, we have a lot of wasps in our backyard. We had until I got a little container. So
I didn't have a whole lot. How many people are here? 6 still. So it didn't have all the fittings to tie into natural gas. Is
that Millie and James?
Millie and James.
Is it? Yeah.
It is.
Woohoo!
We were just thinking about you guys.
Yeah. What the heck?
Did you happen to get the demonetization email from YouTube for not being active?
Yeah, we were asking everybody because we just
got it. And that's why we're back. Like, we've been away for 6 months. So we've been working all summer on getting our house ready and prepped for.
Yeah, you have to go back. We got a lot of work done in our backyard, and we did most of it. Just we didn't do the fence, of course.
Yeah, the fence we contracted out.
Yeah. And of all electrical, we can't do that either.
So we had electrical upgrades done because we're going to be moving into the basement this fall.
Oh.
But we don't know if we're going anywhere. We still potentially are going somewhere.
Whoops. But you let something slip.
Yeah, but that's okay because we don't know yet.
Don't let something slip.
No, you didn't get it yet. Okay. Awesome. So testing it with the propane because I didn't have all the fittings for the natural gas, but we had the natural gas service brought out to the side of the house. This was a job we were on, helping this lady prune
I have a job.
Yeah, every Monday she mows. She mows the lawn, but
I take care of this lady's yard.
Lady asked us to trim this tree down, this elm tree. So there's the new service that the plumbers put in. So there's a barbecue connection, and here's a connection for the generator with the hose. So I didn't quite have all the fittings, but now I do have all the fittings, and now was able to do the break-in period with natural gas, which is great. And the utilities, most utilities still have backup generators, so we still expect that if there was to be a power failure, that there still be natural gas service. But we also store some propane, so we can go from natural gas until that runs out. Then we can switch to propane, and then we can switch to gasoline with this tri-fuel generator. And it's designed to backfeed the whole house. So we actually put in a transfer switch last week. That was done just last week, and now everything's ready. Then we went shopping for something really bad. So we went to a barbecue store and looked at barbecues. And then the morning we said, yeah, I think we'll buy this one. And they delivered it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And
so Papa got his barbecue.
So then the hose wasn't long enough. So I had to go get a extension and more fittings and got it plugged in. And this barbecue actually plugs into the wall socket and it lights up and there's lights in it. And yeah, we figured
this will be the last barbecue we ever have, just like a car.
We can't afford the Lincoln, but what the heck? This will be the last barbecue we buy, you know. So why not? Let's splurge all on that. And here's the old barbecue, and we're still using the old one because we don't want to get this one dirty.
No, we haven't had a big blowout barbecue party yet. So
yeah, it's just the two of us.
We were gonna have a big party because the yard is. When the yard gets finished and all that, but
so barbecue generator, and it comes right off the natural gas. So as long as there's line pack on the natural gas system, then we will have power, even in an extended power outage.
Captain Jack, we were just talking about you too. Were your ears ringing?
Right on.
Well, thank you for coming in. Yep. We're just talking about all the work we did on the yard this year and the house and all the stuff we're doing.
We decided to secure our property. We used to have 3 cameras, front doorbell, back doorbell, and in the basement, because the basement is our space.
Yeah.
And so we just always had a camera down here just to make sure tenants don't kind of go into our space.
Yeah.
But we added 5 new cameras, and they're all They're all solar based.
Yeah, I was told by a couple of people our house is like Fort Knox now. We got so many cameras on every angle and in the house, and
yeah,
there's no corner that we don't see.
So they're all Eufy cameras, and what I'll do here is I'll just stop this one. So
you have to go.
Oh, I had it. There we go.
Yeah.
So these are all the cameras now.
Oh, there's tons.
So so we can get views from every angle. We had a lot of blind spots, especially outside our RV door. It was frosted, and if there was somebody knocking at the door, we had no way of knowing who was there, short of opening the door. Mm-hmm. So now we have a camera that actually, we have the front doorbell camera, and then we have a camera in the tree looking back at the front of the house.
In the tree.
But that's the thing about solar cameras. You don't have to wire them. So you just have to put up the mounting bracket and tie it in, and it's like 10-minute installation. I think it takes longer to sync it to the Wi-Fi than actually putting it up on.
Oh, Jane got hers all set up, cameras too. Good. Excellent.
Yes, and of course we showed Jane. He says, "I got to get me some of those."
Well, it's a good idea. It's a good investment. I don't care.
And they were pretty reasonable. I mean, they're two for $219, so about two for about $159 USD. They really come down, and they're so easy to install.
And then, of course, there's Baby and her new friend.
Hang on here. We'll do this one. There we go.
They're the new buddies. Those two are buddies now.
They sleep
Not
together.
so much Maggie, but Pepita and Abigail are buddies.
Almost done. So then we got some paint samples. So this is a blue, and this is more like black.
It's called ink black.
Ink black. There's a hint of blue in it.
Yeah.
And that's what it looks like before, and that's what it looks like after. And so we finally got around to painting the garage. So we got that done.
Oh, man.
And then I had to go away, an emergency job, and then this is on the way back from that job. This was a Boondockers Welcome acreage on the way back. Beautiful property. And then I went to another Boondockers Welcome here. And on Monday this week, I dropped off Tristan. So that's why you don't see the camper on the thumbnail. It's actually in for service. And it's been 3 years since it's been in for service. And it's starting to have some issues. So hopefully it won't be too catastrophic. I'd like to say it's minor stuff. But we are having issues with our kitchen slide, which probably our fault that when we opened it, it hit something and it kind of stressed one of the motors. So just a lot of things broken that we're getting fixed. So we haven't heard back with the estimate yet and how long it's going to take to actually fix everything. So we're kind of concerned. We thought the backyard renos were pricey. We're not quite sure how much it's going to be to fix when you start having to deal with slide issues. And it's always been our fear. And we've been kind of limping for the last year, this last season, last winter. The slide was showing signs and one of the jacks was starting to click and we pushed it. But now we wouldn't feel comfortable with heading south in the current state of the camper, and it had to be repaired. This was on the way to dropping the camper off Monday. It got smoky again, and you can see the sun is quite red due to the smoke, wildfire smoke. And let me take off that Jane. Jane, look, we just turned over 130,000 kilometers. So it's like the big gray steed is getting older, and it's 5 years old now. But I think for you Americans, hang on. Okay, Google, convert 130,000 kilometers to miles.
130,000 kilometers is 80,778.255 miles.
So 81,000 miles. So still young in U.S. Miles.
Yep.
So 80,000 miles. Still, it's like we've babied this thing. We've tried to, park it when we're home.
We have a car that we can use.
So, we are trying to make this truck last as long as possible. And there we go. There's the thumbnail for today.
No more.
And Tristan,
No more truck camper.
truck camper
You
is
tell him it's gone?
it's not here. Yeah, look at Jane, barely broke in.
Yeah. Well, that's, yeah.
So
The truck camper seems like it's more than broken.
is James and Millie around? We're actually thinking of going right down the Central Plains this time and going through Oklahoma, Oklahoma City.
That's if we still go.
Yeah, that's if we still go.
I've already
I was supposed.
told everybody that it's
There's probably a no.
it's probably a no.
I was waiting to hear the possible job in Texas, like some work for a couple of weeks in Texas, and then that would have clinched it for us because that would have paid for some of the expense of heading south.
Mm-hmm.
But that job was awarded to another vendor,
Yep.
not my client. So we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen this winter. And
Oh, it's gone. Yes, Crystal, it's gone.
so that is it. There is the,
It
there's
is no more.
there's the new backyard, the
But
lights.
look how big it is without the truck camper back there.
There's so much space.
Like, oh my gosh. I said to Christian, I said, all I got to do is move the truck and me and Wyatt could play soccer back there. Wyatt would have a heyday. Hey, Mr. Ron. We were just talking about you.
Oh, let me go back to the pictures, Ron. I'm gonna show you when we stopped to visit you in Texas, in Waco.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to do this, and I think I'll just
You got to be careful.
yeah. Hang on here.
We there's a lot of pictures of you, Ron, with Pepita. So he's just gonna go back and see if he can find it. It was after that, yeah. Yeah. So we were just talking, Ron, about us, what we're doing in the backyard and what we've been doing since we got home. And it has been 6 months already. I can't believe it. Feels like it just flew by because we've been really, really busy doing a lot of yard work. And of course, you know how it works. You want to do one thing and it all snowballs into something else. So, oh, there's your picture.
There you
Ron,
are.
Ron and Pepita. Look at Pepita. This is my friend. This is my friend right here.
She's so funny.
Oh my
Pepita
gosh.
has the weirdest look.
She does. Look at her. Like, hello, this is my friend Ron.
This is my other brother, Daryl.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, we were talking about Mr. Jack, too.
Captain Jack. Let's see. Let me see. Let me go back.
Well, Ron, think about it. You may thought you're looking rough there, but you know what? You had some major health stuff. So I thought you were looking pretty darn good.
Oh, I have to go back in the really old archive here.
What for?
Because it was before we went to Starbase. When we were in Blythe.
In Blythe?
Yeah. So here, I got to share another screen.
Okay.
So hang on, I'll be right there. There, we want to share that one.
Okay.
Okay, so there we go.
So this is when we were in Blythe. This was when we were with Badge, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Ron does look good now. He looks healthier. Looks good. This is when we were in Blythe.
There's Captain Jack.
There's Captain.
With Badge and L.
Yep. That was at the.
He didn't stick around for taco dinner.
No, he didn't. You missed taco dinner.
And the video that I did here, I did a drone sequence. Desert vibe drone. The music got dinged by copyright strike. Yeah. Yeah, and it was fine. Like, it was free. I'd been using it when I first edited with that song. It's been fine.
Yeah.
So now it's like slowly our videos are one by one getting demonetized.
Yeah, because of the music. but yet it was all free before. So what happened? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
So this was taco night
Oh yeah, taco night.
at Tumbleweed RvLife.
Look at all the puppies. Look at all the dogs. Oh my goodness. I loved it. Oh, there's
Jade!
Oh.
Richard!
Yeah, Badge did rescue you there. That was pretty scary. We didn't know where you were, Jack. You kind of freaked us all out.
Yeah. That was a pretty wild riding machine you were driving around.
Wow.
So hang on here. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have Tracy's media.
No.
And she's the one that took the the stuff at a lot of the pictures of the people. I want to show Badge here.
Badge was working on our basket, our front basket. He fixed that too. Oh, thank you, Ron.
So this was Quartzsite Ivan. I think that's your blue pickup right there.
That is Ivan, but he's not here. He had to go for supper.
Oh, okay. And then
there's
so Badge welded and fixed up our basket. It was kind of falling apart a bit.
it was leaning. It was like
yeah, and it had cracks, and so he really fixed it up for us. And of course, I had to take the generator off because usually the generator is actually bolted to the basket.
Which shirt was she saying? Funny shirt, Christian.
Which one?
I don't know.
The one I'm wearing now?
The one you're wearing now? I don't know. Go back.
This one?
Oh, the one he's wearing now? I don't know. Maybe it was one that you had in there. I'm not sure. I can't remember what you were wearing.
I don't know.
Yes, this one.
You're this one here. Okay, yes. Yes. You know.
He talks to himself, Jane, and I talk to Jesus.
There you go.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, absolutely. Badge is something else.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
You know, he really fixed that basket. But anyway,
ladies, no fighting. Hey,
that was kind of our setup in Blythe.
No
and I think we were 2 weeks in Blythe. Can't remember how long we stayed in Blythe, but I think it was a couple of weeks. Because I don't know,
I can't remember.
I know that we exceeded our sticker by a couple of days.
We did. It was only a couple of days.
Yeah.
But still, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be tough if we have to stay home. I'm not gonna lie. It has been since 19 that we've actually had to go through a winter here in Canada.
Yeah, we spent one winter here, which was 2020, the winter of 2021.
Yeah.
Because of COVID and you know, just no income through the business, and I had to take a job, which turned out to be a client in the end.
Yeah.
But
still,
we had to stay the winter, and that was rough.
That was tough.
And we weren't quite set up down here either.
No, we weren't. It was very cramped. I got rid of a sofa, some furniture that was down here. I got rid of a lot of stuff. I mean, I was sad.
Coffee tables.
I got rid of a lot of stuff that was down here, just so we could have this set up where he can have his workstation here, and I could have mine behind there. But I was sad because this is furniture that I acquired that matched everything, kind of.
Yeah.
But Christian reassured me that when, all said and done and we're done traveling and we want to move back into the house and whatever, which is in years.
Yeah, you get your furniture and I get a decent office. Like
he gets an office to look out the bay window.
Yeah, the living room bay window, and I actually get office furniture.
Yeah.
I want to get one of those standing, stations that you can move up and down.
No fighting, please, ladies. No fighting.
So I got to get to a point where I spend so much time at the computer that I need to be able to raise the desk up so I can actually work standing instead of sitting down all the time.
Yeah.
I guess they say the inactivity is the new smoking in terms of killer. killer behavior.
But they have this a treadmill thing that you can walk as you're on your laptop now. You could do that, Christian. You have that little treadmill.
Yeah, yeah. And if I don't walk, then the power doesn't hit the.
That's
there's no
right.
power for the laptop. Yeah, we're not sure, Ron. At this point, we're just not sure. It's probably leaning towards the
no.
Yeah, 75% no. But you just never know. January might hit and just say, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
You know, we just might go winter crazy and just head south. It'll depend what you all doing, eh? And where you're going to be.
Where you're going to be, Ron.
Yeah. You know, so the question remains then, what is YouTube doing with demonetization?
Yeah. And that too.
And what are we going to do for content? You know, it's like we kind of caught you all up here, and it's like I can't keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, but it's 6 months. This has been 6 months worth of working in the backyard. Like it took a long time, as you can see, like between the slag and the putting down of the tiles and stuff. That was a lot of heavy work. We didn't do the fence, thank goodness, because it's straight. If I did the fence, oh my gosh, I don't know. It would not have been as nice.
But now that I saw how they do it, you know, yeah, we could have done it, but we just didn't have all the tools.
Yeah.
You know, they had the power auger.
Right.
And the way they do it, it's so ingenious.
Fast.
Yeah.
And they're young, and they were young guys, like young kids. So
yeah, they could put a whole fence like on one side in one day.
They did.
You know.
Yeah.
One day to do the posts, right, and start the fence,
Yeah.
and then they'd finish the next day.
Yeah. That's how fast it was. It was fantastic. So.
Oh, the American Wander.
Oh, hi. Oh, Captain Jack, Ironwood 25 is a wonderful destination. Ironwood 25. What month is that in?
That's Arizona, isn't it?
Is it?
Ironwood, is that Arizona?
I'll be there, Jack. Ron said it's got to be Arizona. Is it Arizona, guys?
I remember Ironwood like last year, and I thought it was just like south near the Mexican border.
Yes, Arizona.
Yeah.
So is it by Quartzsite? Is it in that?
Well, we could look it up.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up.
Really, that's all we could do for content is where's everybody going, and then we can start chatting with you guys. And then we can.
Where's everybody gonna be?
Yeah, we can watch from a distance and kind of bring up the route planning and how to get there and do some. You can tell us where to go.
Yeah, you did that last time.
Yeah.
That worked out good.
Yeah.
We ended up going. Oh, it's in Tucson.
Yeah, around Tucson. So
February. Well,
so see, by then that's usually February. That's when you go stir crazy up here.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the lack of sunlight, and having spent almost a year with terrible food up here with all this GMO and produce that sits on a truck for 7 days and it's picked too early, and it's just the food is just not good up here. It's just no nutrients.
Oh, Badge.
Badge made it.
Badge, we were talking about you too.
Oh my God, we were talking about you. Let me bring you back up.
You and Al, we were talking about you guys too. What the heck? Your ears must have been ringing, or else Jane said, "Hey."
Here, let me share a window.
My ex did that a lot. Oh no.
Do what?
I don't know. February. Oh, Ironwood, Arizona. Oh, it's an actual place.
Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake, I didn't know that. It was supposed to be by Tucson.
Remember these guys?
Ironwood Monument is west of Tucson near Marana?
Near
Marana. Okay.
Marana.
Told me where to go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the X, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So look at all these beautiful people.
Look at all those beautiful people.
And then let's see, where did
Is it the other way?
Yeah, I think it's the other way for the. And then Badge.
And then, there's Badge.
There's Badge.
Badge fixing our basket.
Badge being Badge.
Yeah, fixing our basket. Hi, baby. What's the matter?
Thanks again, Badge. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know if it would have, I would have made it home, but I think it would have been damaged beyond repair.
It was pretty slopey.
I think those cracks would have gotten worse.
It was pretty slopey.
Yeah, so thanks again.
Hey, that's a secret area. Hey, Badge, we never told anybody.
We never told where it was.
No.
No, so hey, shh.
We just said Arizona.
So yeah, we don't know if we're heading south or not, but I got a feeling January is going to kick in. It's the old, if there's no work, there's no
15
money.
15 feet of his trailer. That's true. You can't go any closer. Badge needs his space.
Yeah.
He's got stuff to do.
You know, there might, you know, if there's no work, there's no money, but if there's no work, there's time to play. So we'll just have to make a decision January, February.
Yeah.
But at this point, we plan to winterize the camper and move into the basement for the winter.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
For right now.
And I know everybody, I think, Badge, you even were thinking about that last year, but in the end, you just said, the heck with it. Let's just go.
Yeah.
We'll worry about the details, you know, once we get down there.
Once we get down, yeah. Yeah.
So,
for us, we are going to winterize because we can't not leave the truck camper in the backyard in the winter without being winterized. That's for darn sure.
Yeah. So that's one of the to-dos still on the to-do list, is to get the fitting so I can tie in my air compressor into the hot water tank anode port, and basically use the hot water tank as a receiver.
Yeah.
And I want to blow out my water lines. I don't want to fill it up full of antifreeze because then it poisons my water filter in the kitchen. So I want to do it the old-fashioned way, just use air, so that we could just go. We could just put some 5-gallon water bottle and some water bottles and put the heat on, at 5 degrees, at the lowest setting on the furnace, and just go head south.
Well, you're gonna be traveling Canada this year, Badge. So will the truck camp, not truck camper, but will your camper be winterized? You're gonna travel winterized? I don't know. For us, like, I really want to go east again, but there is no way we're going to be going Ontario, Quebec. No.
Yeah.
Not in the winter. Not in the
We'll
winter.
have to talk some more. That piece of equipment that generator we were talking about, Badge. So I dropped the camper off at Fraser Way in Leduc, and they're doing the estimate right now. They're evaluating how much and how long it's going to take to get the parts, and so when it's going to be ready. And that's our plan, to go back to Alberta. However, I may have to come to Alberta for a meeting in Fox Creek in 2 weeks from now, so I might be there for sure by then. I just put in my estimate to the client, see if they want me in person at that meeting. It's going to cost them some money, and so we'll see if they agree. Then we'll be coming through your way down the Yellowhead. Yeah, so the question is that if we leave late, are we going down Baja or not? And I don't think we are, because there's a lot of costs. As soon as we decide to cross the border, there's a lot of additional fixed costs that kick in. And because we invested so heavily in the backyard renos, I don't think we can go all the way to Baja this year. Yeah. So, but we could maybe dart down to Arizona and just get out of the cold for a couple of months. And well,
now I want to go. Now I want to go to Ironwood, because Captain Jack has got he's hosting a karaoke.
Well, isn't that where everybody was? Like, you guys were just before we met up in at the BLM there near Yuma. I think Ironwood was in February, and they were doing that, and that's when we met up with Jane. She came from Ironwood.
Jane, she said, dogs howl when I sing. Well, Jane, glass breaks when I sing, so they don't want to hear me sing either. The only people who can hear me sing are the people in church in front of me. And they'll tell you, glass will break. It's a good thing there's no glass around me. Oh my goodness. Yes, big party. You know what?
So I'm not sure. I'm
now
not
I'm
sure,
not sure.
Badge, what the plan was, but hey, don't worry about it. We're going to see you. At least I'm going to see you in the
Oh,
next couple of weeks,
catfish.
and we can see, because I remember last year at this time, I don't think you were planning on going south, and you ended up going south.
Right.
But maybe it
Things
was
change.
maybe it was more to help Jane to get south because she needed to get some dentistry done.
Yes.
So I think you guys just said, let's go with Jane and let's bring all the crew, the Rat Pack, and you guys all convoyed down.
Yeah. I think, well, if we ever did, I think Jane and Richard were already, Jane, Richard, and Albert would already be down in down south.
Yeah. So we just might need that, warmer weather.
Yes, that's true. Yes, Ron left Ironwood, chased Badge into Cali.
Yeah.
Showed up a couple weeks later. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do we keep going live on Friday nights or what?
I don't
know. Put a 10 in the chat. 10 on 10.
Oh,
10 in the chat if we should go live every Friday.
We get you.
Are we back or are we not? So
yeah, we'll see.
It'll be look, we're up to 10, and it's everybody seems to show up in the second hour.
Yeah,
you notice that? After an hour.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Oh, Crystal, Jane, 10. There you go. We'll go live again.
Maybe we should look for great T-shirts, and we should have funny T-shirts every Friday, a different one.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Hi. Are you okay? Do you want to go down?
I have a pretty good one with Stewie. I gotta try to find it.
I'll put it down.
Kind of in the same lines of "Don't talk to me."
Are you still talking? I'm not listening, or something like that. There's something.
Why are you still talking?
Why are you still talking? I'm not listening. RV Grandma, hey, when did you show up?
Hey.
You snuck in here.
She was creeping in the bushes.
There you go. You're looking in the.
Funny Friday T-shirt, yeah.
That's it. I like it.
Funny Friday T-shirt.
We could do it. I got a lot of T-shirts, but they're not funny. I have a lot of T-shirts. I've been going through my clothes and trying to get rid of a lot of clothes. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how many T-shirts I have. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. I think I have a wardrobe for at least 3 people.
All right, sounds good.
Oh yes, chocolate cake. Who's got chocolate cake?
Yeah.
Brienne will bring more amazing. Oh yeah. I never had any of hers. And I heard a lot of stuff. So that would be.
So message us at tumbleweedrvlife@gmail.com if anybody would like to come on next week and we can just chat.
Yeah.
We can shoot the stuff, around a bit, and because it's a lot easier. Badge would love to have you on.
Mister.
Just to kind of see what your plans are, and we could just talk about RV stuff and repair stuff, and just
what you've been repairing lately.
Yeah, and just talk about where we're headed. This was more about looking back, so next week we'll
look forward.
We'll start looking forward. So, but really, is that on that note? Because we kind of we're an hour and a half. We usually just go an hour.
Well, what was the
well, there's never
consensus. What was the consensus that we should go south or no?
Oh no, that's next week.
Oh, well, we're not talking about that yet.
Yeah, so
okay.
So we'll
gotta leave something for the imagination.
So yeah, so we'll just put up a poll, probably middle kind of Wednesday, Thursday next week before the live.
We should go on Ron's. When is your live next, Ron? Do you have a scheduled date? Because every once in a while I'll see you pop in there and I don't have you. I have a bell. My bell doesn't seem to work on people's lives and stuff. So I don't know when everybody goes live.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah, last night I realized that Tumbleweed was unsubscribed to your channel. We got unsubscribed, so we weren't getting any notifications or anything.
What happened?
We weren't really going to our Tumbleweed RV Life channel. Like we weren't really using that YouTube. We have our personal YouTubes, and we just hadn't had any time to really do anything with RV Life. So
you're doing karaoke at M24 next Friday.
We're slight.
Oh.
If we stay home, so I'll let a little bit of a cat out of the bag. We are considering finally doing Alaska next summer. And so we're thinking, if we stay home, we're going to go north.
Yeah.
We're going to go north. So there's 2 more trips, big trips that we want to do. That has to be summertime.
Yes, has to be summer though.
We're going to do Alaska. We're thinking doing Alaska next year. And the year after, we want to do Eastern Canada. We want to go again, but do PEI and Newfoundland this time.
Yeah, because we didn't do it.
Would love to spend a couple of months in the summer on Newfoundland, like in Newfoundland.
I would love it. At least a month. At least a month.
So Ron's every night except Sunday.
Oh. But Sunday. Ron, text them before you go live. That would be awesome. Yeah, you have our number still. We have your number too.
Yeah, so we're thinking of leaving quite early because I don't want to rush Alaska, and there seems to be enough Starlink internet capacity up there now. Yeah. They're starting to fire birds north-south, and so there's coverage there. So we're thinking finally the time is now, and before we wear our tires anymore on the truck. The tires are still good. They got a lot of good tread because that highway is just killer on tires up there.
That's what he says. I've never been. Okay, I've never been. He has never really been, but he's been watching people's videos. So
yeah, we've never been really past Fort St. John.
No, I have not.
And I mean, I've been to Fort Nelson.
No,
north.
The farthest in BC though we went to was where it looks like the moon is got that lava rocks. Remember what was it called? Prince George.
Oh, Prince George.
Yeah.
No, but we went all the way to Kitimat. We went to Prince Rupert.
Prince Rupert.
That's West Coast.
Yeah,
but north we've only gone as far together. We've only gone as far as Fort St. John.
Yeah, we went. I was with you at Prince Rupert.
Yes.
Yes.
But I'm saying furthest north.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we haven't. We've been like Dawson Creek and Fort St. John. That's the start of the Alaska Highway.
Oh.
Where it's still paved.
Is there a lot of bugs there?
Oh yeah, Alaska's really bad. Yeah, the mosquitoes and flies are really bad. Yeah.
Oh, hi Annette. Annette and George. That's my sister Annette, and George is her hubby.
Oh, awesome! Thanks, Annette. Thanks for leaving a comment.
Excellent.
Hello. We see you soon.
Yes.
So.
Jen and Lloyd went without me. Oh, yeah.
So if you went to, Tuck, like people say Tuck, is that short form for Tuktoyaktuk?
Yeah.
So do you go up to Tuck and then come back down and then hit the Dempster Highway and start going back to Alaska again? Or are you just going Tuck and back?
Yeah.
Because if you're going to go all the way up there, it might be worthwhile starting into Alaska a little bit. I just didn't want to go too late. Yes, the bugs are bad. I just didn't want to go too late because I don't want to rush through Alaska.
Yeah.
I want to be able to find a spot and stay a week or two in one spot and, get some work done, get settled in, break camp, or set up camp and not always be moving all the time.
Yeah.
But, if you stay a week here and 2 weeks there, you leave in May, it's not going to take very long. Next thing you know, it's going to be August, September, and now you got to work your way all the way back. Yes. Probably come back a lot quicker, with less stops, but I don't want to rush up there.
Right. I don't either. And that's what happens usually when we're headed somewhere, we rush to get there and then we don't stay very long, then we take off.
So you only want to go as far as Dawson City. And that was, during COVID, that's kind of was my plan too. But it's the old, Alaska, I'm not a cruise person. I'm not a cruise ship person. What we thought, going to Vancouver and taking the Alaska cruise out of the Vancouver.
That's what he said we would do if we didn't take the truck camper. But my thought was this: if that's the case, we can't take the dogs, and we have no place to take the dogs. We have no place to leave the dogs.
Right.
So, it's a no-brainer. If we can't drive there, we're not going.
So it looks like Ron. So Ron, would you fly in, or you drive in and then rent a camper. When you say camper, do you mean
Why
trailer?
rent a camper there? Oh, rent a camper there. Like rent a cabin?
No,
Or
camper.
Camper. Oh,
Camper.
camper.
The-
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work in it, but you know what? It's worth it. Now we're done. Well, not totally done. I still have one side of the garage that you can't see. I need to paint, but you can't see it because it's in between the fence and the.
Yeah, that's true. But you know, who knows?
Yeah.
Right now, as the Americans reduce their interest rates, it's going to devaluate their dollar. We might start to see better parity. I said better. I didn't say parity, but better, closer parity between the Canadian and U.S. dollar. I mean, it's the same thing for us in Mexico. It's incredible. The Mexican peso is doing better against the U.S. dollar and Canadian dollar.
Nuts.
And I just can't believe the exchange rate right now.
Yes, I did say something to. No, she's fine. I did say something to Christian, but are you going to be an Empress in April? Like, I don't know if you guys are going to be there. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
As fuel for driving. Yeah. Cheapest fuel for driving.
Yeah. What's your deal?
I don't know what her deal is, hon.
Well, she ate that treat, so.
Oh, she did?
Well, remember that stick that you gave her? That chew stick?
Oh, she did.
Yeah, maybe it's going through her. Yeah, fuel is definitely an issue, and the further you go north, the more expensive the fuel gets. It's nuts. So yeah, like right now, it's just kind of a thought. No planning has gone into it, and maybe that's what the winter will be, and some of the lives will be. Let's plan going north, and love to have you on, Badge, and kind of talk about and bring up the map, right? Yourself and myself, and just say, yeah, let's put that as a destination. What's the route that Google Map plans? And you know, talk about some of the places to stop along the way and see things to do. You know, there's always the standard stops that you see on people's videos, like the hot springs and you know whatever, where all the signs go up, you know, where people put license plates up and things like that. But you know, like to try to find a little bit more some of the hidden places and places that you can stop and stay for free, like boondocking spots. And you know, let's see, Richard took the. Okay. I'm not sure what that means. We are on no program stuff, LOL. We think 2 months in Yukon. Yeah, the Yukon's nice too, and going up to Tuck to say we've been there. I just want to find some nice secluded areas that, you know, we could just park for a week or two before we move on. You know, it's like we're not looking to drive like crazy. And yeah, Alaska would probably get really expensive. There's too many people. The campsites are too expensive. It's hard to find boondocking spots. It's just really tough. Whereas the Yukon is kind of less traveled. Like the Yukon section, people just blast through there to go to Alaska.
Really?
Yeah, but we should talk about that next week. How's that?
I just got back.
Okay. Yeah, it's time for supper. Everybody's kind of, some people are bailing because their supper's ready.
Yep.
And people are getting hungry. And that's the thing about going live at 5 is that
it's supper time.
But let me see. Let me put something in the chat, even though, but it's 2 hour live. I don't know. Let's see if it works. If not, I may have to go get the link. Yeah, so I'll put that one in. Let me go get, no, I can't go get the link. So we can go look for Ava Potterfield. She starts at 6. And usually we just turn things over to her.
Yeah.
So if you end up raiding Ava, just tell her that it's a Tumbleweed raid.
Tumbleweed raid.
And let her know that we sent you and reminded you to go visit with her. And remind her that Tumbleweed goes live just before them again.
Yes.
We're back.
We're back.
All right. So
say they're back.
So is that good?
That's good.
Is that good?
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Call it quits.
Yes.
Call it
supper
quits.
time.
Supper time. Let's go have some supper, everyone.
We're having some ribs.
Yeah. And we catch you next week. Catch you next week. Y'all come back now.
Have a great
I'm Tracy,
And I'm Christian.
and we are Tumbleweed RV.